I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy, and this is your postnatal core workout. So this workout is great after pregnancy or after a C-section. We're not gonna do a lot of traditional ab exercises. We're gonna work on those deep muscles that we need to connect to get our abs back after pregnancy. So all you need is a mat or a towel. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna turn to the side and start with just a little warm up for our backs. So we're just gonna round through, hold underneath, and just get a quick little stretch, and then bring it up, and one more time. Round through and bring it up, and just let the knees drop to the side, and I just want you to roll over, stretch through your back. So with the baby, I know we're doing a lot of bending over, picking the baby up out of the crib, changing diapers, all of that kind of takes its toll on our back, so just a couple little stretches side to side. So, and if anything feels like too much for you, maybe you're like me and you're just getting back into working out. I just had my C-section about 8 weeks ago. Really take it slow, take your time. If you need a break, take a break. All right, so we're gonna start with just a little half back. So we're starting here. You can have your hands underneath, and you're just gonna slowly roll it back really small, and then pull that belly button in, and bring it up. So what we want to focus on with our postnatal abs is our transverse abdominis. So that is our deepest layer of ab muscles underneath that top layer, really connecting towards those. So here, pull that belly button in. Imagine there's a string pulling your belly button through your back. And if you're feeling good, if you're maybe more advanced in your postnatal journey, you can take those hands, bring them up. Ooh, that's hard for me. And bring them down. And then we'll bring them up. Still focusing on those deep abs, pull through. So really trying to pull towards the back. Couple more, just like that. We're not gonna do very many. I'm gonna keep this video kind of short. If you need more, you can certainly do it again or do one of my other postnatal workout videos. And last one right here, slowly down and bring it up. Good, and let's take the knees to the side and just get a little stretch. So let's go ahead and turn onto our sides. Our next exercise, we're gonna do a side plank. So we're gonna stay on our knees. Again, if you're more advanced in your postnatal journey, if you wanna take it up to that traditional side plank on the feet, that's totally fine too. I'm gonna stay on the knees. Feel free to stay with me, elbow beneath the shoulder. And we're just gonna lift up and hold. So this first side plank, we're just gonna hold not very long, just about 10 seconds. Really focus on pulling everything in nice and tight here. You can even have this hand here if you need to, or hand here, slowly lower it down. So we're gonna do the same thing again, but we're gonna go repetitions. So try not to push too much through the arms. Think about using those lower obliques, and we're just gonna lift and lower. Here we go. So we're just taking it up, hold, and drop it down. Nice and slow, up and hold, and take it down. Keep breathing, here we go. Up and hold, and down, breathe, up. And we're gonna go last two, take your time, doesn't matter how high you get up. And one more right here, lift, and lower. Good, so very carefully bring it up. We're gonna get a little stretch through, and breathe. And we're gonna swing those legs around to the other side, and we're gonna do the same thing. So again, I'm gonna stay on my knees because I'm just getting back into working out, but feel free to take it up to the feet if that's where you are. Here we go. We're gonna lift up and hold. We're holding for about 10 seconds on this one. Hands could be here, or if you're feeling really advanced, up here. Here we go for 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. And we're gonna go repetitions. We're only going 6, so take your time. Really focus on using the abs. We don't wanna push and use those arms and take it too fast. Here we go, up and hold. Pull the belly button in towards the back and down. And we'll go lift and hold, using the obliques, those side muscles, and down, and up and hold. Breathe, and down, and up. Good. And we'll get last two right here. Up and hold. And down. And one more. Up. And relax. And then just use your hands to bring yourself up. And stretch it over. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna take it all the way down onto our backs. So take your time. I want you to turn to the side and slowly come down this way. It's a little bit tough, especially if you're just a few weeks after having the baby, or maybe even not. It's really hard to just go down like we used to. So we're here, so we're gonna go to a pelvic tilt. So this is a great postnatal exercise that you can do anywhere, even if you're not doing a workout. So I'm gonna try to pull my hips towards my rib cage while I push my lower back into the ground. So think hips to ribs. You're gonna have your hands on your hips. Just pull it in. So this is a great way to activate those transverse abs, really deep, lowest ab muscles. And if you feel like you're using your glutes, like I can feel my butt tightening a little bit, I'm gonna take my knees out to the side. That's gonna make it a little bit harder, but it's gonna make sure that I'm activating the right muscles. So again, really small movement. It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I can feel it. It's hard, right? So specifically if you've had a C-section like me, it's really hard to target to feel those abs, so this is a good way to do it. So knees can be out or knees can be up, hips to ribs, tilt that pelvis up, and bring it down, pushing the lower back into the ground. Again, try not to use the glutes. If you feel that squeeze in your butt, take those knees out. We're gonna go 2 more. So I like to do these while I have my baby doing his tummy time. It's just something that you could do anywhere just to make sure you're activating those muscles. And relax. Good. So we're gonna stay here, hands by your side, and we're just gonna do really gentle toe taps. So we're gonna start from the ground. So this way, you can just do like a little march. So this is sort of your lowest impact version, and this might be enough for you. Really, again, focus on pulling the belly button in. And if you're feeling good about that, then you can take it up a notch where you take one off the ground and then the other. So it's a little bit tougher. Really make sure that you're pulling in. If you feel like you're pushing out too much, then you want to take it where one stays on the ground the whole time. But if you want the more advanced version, take it here. Again, push. Try not to say push, but really think about that lower back pulling in towards the ground. You need to really think more about pulling in versus pushing. Here we go. And just a couple more. 2 more each side. If it's feeling too much, take a break. This one's hard. And relax. So pull one knee in at a time and just get a little back stretch. You can just kind of roll side to side. So next exercise, we're gonna do a little leg slide. So again, looks like it should be easy, but a great way to really connect with those transverse abs. So I'm gonna take one leg. Let's start with the left. I'm gonna slowly lower it out and slowly pull it in. So I'm just slowly sliding out and pulling in. Again, focusing on transverse abs. Down and pull it in. So we want to start with all of these exercises before we get back to crunches, planks, all the things that we used to do before we got pregnant, before we had our babies. So we make sure that we're not doing more harm than good. If we really jump in too fast to the exercises that we used to do, we can sometimes do more harm to our core than good. And we'll go last one right here. I sometimes put my hand here. I know if you've had a C-section like me, sometimes it's hard to really be connecting there because we're still a little tender and don't have a lot of sensation. So hands are good so you can kind of feel where you're working. Let's go other side. So slide it out and pull it in. It's kind of hard if you're on a mat and you've got shoes on. This is a great one to do barefoot if you have the chance. Really focus, pull in, slide out, and in. And I know if you're like me, I'm used to sweating and jumping around, and sometimes these feel too slow and boring for me, but I feel them. And again, it's so important to make sure on our postnatal workout journey that we do it effectively and safely. And we'll go 2 more on this side. Pull in with those lower abs. And last one. And relax. And then just bring those knees in, hug it in, little roll side to side. And we're just gonna very gently turn over onto our side. So take your time. If you're like me and you're just a few weeks out, it's kind of hard getting up and down, right? So last one, we're just gonna do a little variation on a plank. So hands are about shoulder width apart, fingertips forward, toes are here, and you just go as far as is comfortable for you. So I'm gonna pull my feet in, and then again, thinking hips to rib cage, kind of like that pelvic tilt, I'm gonna pull my hips up, hold for 3, 2, 1, slowly lower my hips down, and then slowly lower my feet down. If you need to make that even smaller, that's okay too. This is a hard one. So pull it in, pull the hips towards the ribs, lifting that lower back up, slowly lower down, and lower the feet. So if I had a client, I would put my hand back here and have her press her lower back into my hand. So that's what you can be thinking about. Pull it in, hips to ribs, lift, hold 3, 2, 1, and down. And our goal would be to eventually increase our time to be holding 10 seconds, 15, and then working our way up to a real plank in the future. No rush. And slowly down and down. Let's get just a few more. Bring those feet in, hips to ribs, 3, 2, 1, slowly down. I don't know about you, but I am shaking. These are hard. And let's get 2 more, squeeze, hips to ribs, 3, 2, 1, pelvis down, and last one. Bring it in, hips to ribs, 3, 2, 1, slowly down and relax. You did it. That was it. That is that postnatal core workout. So stay here on your elbows, just get a little stretch, just kind of open up those shoulders. If you're feeling good about it, oh, this is hard for me, you can come up into that full cobra, but that's maybe a little bit too much. Totally up to you, wherever you are here. And then just very carefully, we're gonna slide back into our child's pose. So again, take your time getting into this. Reach back, hands forward, head down, relax your head and neck. And then bring it up, and we're just doing a couple rolls, cat to cow. So you're gonna round up, inhale, and exhale and roll it through. Again, our backs kind of take a beating with the new baby here. So we're gonna make sure that we stretch it out, and this is a good strengthener and a stretch. Let's get 2 more. And 1 more right here. And relax, slowly come into a seated position. Big reach over. And 1 more. And there you go, big deep breath in and out, and that was your postnatal core workout. Great job, everybody.